Hi guys, in today's tutorial we're gonna talk about how to make some Darkpsy and high-tech leads using Serum VST. I make already a small project here inside Ableton. It's just pretty basic, not much work. Um, I make this all together for a student called Alex. His name is Alex, yes. I was showing him how to set up the right way the kick and the bass, and in combination with drums. Also, I show him how to make some head ups and delay effects on different channels with audio. What I want to show you guys in this tutorial is how you can make with a really quick and easy way a really psychedelic lead made in Serum VST. The first thing you need to do is making a new MIDI track. I think that's pretty common to what people already know, but I just want to explain you the steps. But first, before I do that, I will show you or let you hear the result of working on a lead in Serum VST. I did some modulations inside. I choose for two oscillators. Oscillator A is a waveform from FM. Oscillator B have a SSQ waveform, and on both oscillators I switched the octave to -1. I placed a high pass filter 6 dB. I switch on both oscillators here in this section. I turn up the drive a little bit, turn up a little bit of resonance. I connect envelope 1 to white position from oscillator B. LFO1 is connected to cutoff frequency from the high pass filter on 6 dB. I changed the automation in like a saw. It looks like a saw, but it's not really a saw. But I just say it's a saw because it looks like the thing when you cut wood. That's my explanation for it. Yeah, I did some other settings as well. I used quantization on oscillator A. Quantization gives you a certain amount of playing with the frequencies that you can choose how the lines, the waveform, stand across the harmonic up sounds. You say it like this? Yes. If I change the quantize knob, now you didn't hear any audio before, but I just want to show you how it's working. If you turn the quantization knob, you see that the waveform is changing in the other sides, like it's getting from square to sinus, from square to saw. It is pretty interesting and you can do a lot of stuff. I will hold it for now like this because now it affects the sound what I made before. Oscillator B, I get FM from A in the modulation section down under here. FM from A, it says that I take the FM from A and manipulate it with oscillator B. So if you look to the waveform, you can see that when I turn the knob from FM from A, that it's also directly moving and changing inside the waveform. Now, oh yeah, true. I need to do the white position and change the FM rate down under here, so you get this pretty amazing waveform. Let's see. Before I start on other stuff, I want to show you guys how it sounds like. So this is how it sounds when I just record automation from the cutoff frequency, and just when I play the track you will see what happens in Serum. That's pretty cool. Before I go on to another step, I want to show you guys how you can make this using just a few adjustments to get in the end a sound like this. So if I go to MIDI and go to my Serum effect, I open the channel now where the Serum is. I got a new blank Serum page. I solo it because I only want to hear that one. I make a MIDI clip, 8 bars or 16 bars, sorry. What I then do is make one long MIDI note on C1. It will sound pretty basic, like a basic saw wave. Now when I play, I always do the volume a little bit down, like -3.5 dB. When I play the sound now, it's like just a standard saw wave, but this will change later on when I show you some other features. With this you can do many things. Most producers are like writing down with the keyboard like a MIDI note and play this all over. What I like to do is loop selection, go inside Serum, I go to digital FM, oscillator B, digital SSQ, -1, -2. Listen how it sounds now. Pretty cool. Now I activate the filter section with a high 6 dB. I pull the drive to 10%, open A and B, resonance a little bit until 10%, and listen then again. When I turn the cutoff frequency, you hear it is going from low to high, low to high. Pretty interesting. If I just hold it on 1, -1 per octave, you can hear directly changing in the sound. This you can use really nice for making a Darkpsy or hitech lead. To do some effects, I use a reverb. I open the dry wet to like 40%, the size to 36, the wide to 84, and then I play with the pre-delay. From experience I know around 40 milliseconds, so let's go to the oscillator again and play. That's a little bit too much. 33%. Let's see. That's nice. Let's go to the hyper dimension. Open the mix. 21%. Put the rate down. Detune to 71 and then listen again. Okay. Now I'm gonna write the LFO. I'm gonna make this sawtooth, what I explained before, but it's not really a sawtooth, it just looks like a sawtooth. Just give me a little second, write it all down, top. Okay. Now I connect the LFO1 to the cutoff frequency, and with this blue thing here over, I can change the blue line in the cutoff, connected to the LFO. So when I play it now again, you hear this. Let's find the sweet spot. Pretty cool, right? Don't forget the envelope. Put it on the white position from oscillator B. Open it up a little bit. Make the waveform smaller. Now listen again. On oscillator A, I turn on quantization. What quantization does exactly is you change the line in the waveform in a different position, choosing from sine to square to saw. You can choose a lot. Like, it's pretty nice. Just experience with it and turn it around and see what the waveform is doing. Pretty cool. Okay, the next step, oscillator B, I activate FM from A. FM from A is taking the FM from FM and manipulating it in oscillator B. I can still change the phase, blend, detune and rand positions. The unison I always hold on 1. Still have some modulation options here down on the side. I can change the attack, hold, decay, sustain and release. Rate, rise, delay and smooth. You have so many options in this plugin that it's just unbelievable. Let's listen again. When I turn over the FM to 25% and then play with the cutoff frequency again. That's what I basically want to show you guys. How to make a Darkpsy and high-tech lead step by step. You don't need to have a lot of experience. This is like 165 BPM. I'm working in Ableton for like 2.5 years now, so I'm also a beginner. I know how to write tracks, but still I have some issues sometimes with mixing and pre-mixing for mastering. It's just one big puzzle which you have to find out all yourself, and it's just going step by step. Don't hurry too much. It's all coming automatically. Okay, let's go back to the tutorial. I have a sub-oscillator section here, which I can activate, and then you get like a subby tone over your oscillators. This I don't want to use now because I'm making a lead and I don't want to have it too much sub. I want to have it like in the mid-high frequencies, a little bit low, but not too much. I can play with this later on and I will show you what I mean. Noise. I have noise here. I can choose out of different noise waveforms. This is giving you a tiny of noisy background sound on the lead. Like I show you what I mean exactly. So when I put it to bright white and I put the level a bit up, the pitch a bit down, then listen to the sound again when I play with the cutoff frequency. That's pretty cool, but I leave it off for now. What I want to show you guys now is how to record this Serum lead, what you have there, into an audio file, then copy paste, cut and delete, and then put effects on it to have a nice working lead, what you can do still a lot with. Okay, 6. I want to connect channel 7 to 6, so I open the external in. Then switch on 7, 6 on, then switch on the record button and look that there is no other record button red, because then it will record in 2 channels. This is not good. Okay, now I'm gonna play inside Serum. First thing what I have to do is copy this one and go to my other section, paste it into the Serum and then press play, and then I can do all what I want. Now I go inside Serum, I press record and then play with the cutoff frequency. Okay, I will do it, so in the meanwhile I don't talk, because then I talk into the sound. I can do it, but it's maybe a bit hard to hear, so just listen. Okay, now when I did that, I unsolo it and I put off channel 6 where the Serum is. Now I have the audio file what is automatically worked. Okay, because before I move on, another thing what I have to say. Now I did the cutoff frequency to change it when I record with the mouse. You can also adjust the cutoff frequency to a knob on your MIDI controller, and then with this knob on your MIDI controller you control the knob while moving it. So that's pretty easy when you record, so you don't miss this small piece here. When you press play on the record with the mouse, then go fast to the channel again, then you see this small piece here, this section is not affected, it's all the same. It doesn't matter, I can still cut it and repaste it, but still, it's pretty handy. When I go back to the audio sound now, it sounds now with the kick and the bass. I will show you guys a little bit. I put the other lead out. It sounds like this. not so much of a dynamic lead still, but we have some time. Okay, I can do the whole section, but I just do a 8 bar because that's easier to cut. 16 bar is so long, and yeah, we also have not really much time in this tutorial. Just to remind, it's pretty basic. I'm not gonna give too much big explanations. Just if you like the tutorial, subscribe and like it. And if you really want to have some more details about production music, you can always write me a message on Facebook or here on or SoundCloud or YouTube. We can also do an online Skype tutorial if you want and interested too. I like to work with people face to face on screen sharing and try to learn them what I did for the last years. Yeah, just go on. I need to cut a little bit, so in the meanwhile I try to not talk too much and just look what I do. I'm just making some small patterns inside the midi, or it's audio now, it's not midi anymore because I recorded it. I just cut and paste, so I take small pieces out and I leave bigger pieces there, and this I can reverse or change from position, and I can do a lot. But I will show you guys. Let's see. I have it's almost. And if you then listen to how it sounds after I cut it all, you will really see like, oh yeah, that's what I was searching for, because when I record the lead, it's always sounding exactly the same. I try to do it automation, but it's not working. No, you have to cut. Every piece of lead what you have to cut. So, and then when you finish with your track after 3 weeks cutting, you're really excited and to listen, show to people what you make, because you really make it. You were really into it, busy with cutting. So just remind, music production is a fun way to do, fun play thing to do. Sorry. It is just, yeah, it holds you from the street. It lets you, it makes you really creative. Like every moment you're going outside, you're thinking about music, and it's just becoming your life at some point. And yeah, you do all the stuff what you need to do to get the best plugins. I don't say that you have to buy everything, but watch out with cracking, because if you have too much cracking, then yeah, I don't like it. So listen now to what I did warping off. No, I have to select all, warp off. So listen now how it sounds. Pretty cool, right? Okay. The main sign what I made was this one, and this I did for the last tutorial for the guy Alex. We were working on this for like 15 minutes, same time as we're doing now, and I show you how it was. This is the sound what I make, included with effects. The effects you see here on the channel, so you can listen how you can make this one, what we just made before. I play it again. Oh. And uncut it's like this. Big difference, right? So when I go to the one I made before, already before this tutorial, this sounds like this. basic, but really nice. Okay guys, this was the end of the tutorial. For questions, you can always write me a message. I will try to upload more. I'm still busy now with making tutorials. This is one of the first ones. Have a nice day and see you again. Cheers.